Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. A couple of years ago, I was invited to give a guest lecture at IIM Calcutta. It was an early morning class. And as I fired up the projector and put up the first slide on the big whiteboard, there was a noticeable look of curiosity and interest on the face of the students. It was as if they were given a second cup of coffee. For on the header of each of my slides, I had put the classical Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya symbol of the divine feet of Lord Sriman Narayana, along with his conch and discus symbols. And to boot, I looked the way I did, wearing the classic Sri Vaishnava tilak on my forehead as well. It was a presentation titled Creativity in Management, and clearly this was not what the students were expecting on that day. Naturally, at the end of the presentation, when it was time for Q&A, the very first set of questions were, what are these religious symbols? Why are they there on your slides? And why do you look the way you do? And this is a summary of what I tried to tell them on that day. Of course, I always did not look like this, and I did not have any manner of spiritual practice until 4 years ago. Growing up, I was under the mistaken impression that spiritual and dharmic practices were only for the old or retired people. I believed that spirituality or embracing one's family's heritage would be an encumbrance or hindrance at work. It would prevent me from fitting into a large organization or doing cutting-edge professional work. I did not at that point think how important my dharmic self or being dharmic was important at work as well, how it would shape my work ethic, my decision-making process, how I dealt with people, and my overall outlook in life. One of the great joys of working, whether as a professional in an organization or as an entrepreneur building your business, is what it makes of us. That journey of pushing yourself hard to reach your full potential, to reach your highest and truest self, is priceless. The material perks that we get along the way, like money, fame, or position, cannot be compared with becoming the best version of ourselves. And I truly believe that in order to become the best version of ourselves, we must bring our whole self to work. We cannot just bring our professional skills to work and leave what uniquely defines us at home every day. Now, I will freely admit here that as an entrepreneur running my own organization, this is easy for me to do, to bring my whole self to work. And it may not be easy for everyone, especially working in a large organization. And I will also say that many years ago, as a management trainee, I might have been ashamed of bringing my dharmic self to work with all its external symbols. But now, having done this for 4 years, I know and I believe that it's possible, it can be done, and that it works. Moreover, it's also a great sense of advantage both for you as an individual and for your organization to bring your whole self to work. Today, managers and leaders in India across industries are faced with serious decision-making challenges at work when they have to balance people, profits, and the planet. Now, if they completely buried their dharmic and spiritual side at work and brought only their professional self to work, they would take one type of decision. But now imagine if they brought their whole selves to work and asked themselves a question at work. Now, what would Lord Rama do in this situation? Then I believe that they will take a completely different kind of decision. And this is very serious and non-trivial, as it affects the lives of people in that organization and the future of that organization as well. In fact, in the Ayodhya Kanda of the Srimad Valmiki Ramayana, when Bharata meets Lord Rama at Chitrakoot, Lord Rama asks his brother a series of probing questions, both on his personal conduct and as to how he's managing the affairs as the Emperor of Ayodhya. Now, this chapter should be a must-read for every management student, manager, leader, and CEO on how to run an organization and how to manage their self so that they can discharge their duties really, really well. In the last part of this video, I would like to share how embracing my dharmic and spiritual side and bringing my whole self to work has worked for me. Number one, it has really taught me humility and to focus on we rather than just me. It has given me great clarity of thought and has given me a great sense of purpose. Number three, it has really taught me the value of doing the right thing at the right time, as that's a cornerstone of spiritual practice. Although I will have to admit that at this point in time, I have a lot of progress to make on this dimension. Number 4, as an entrepreneur, one faces many difficulties and challenges in life, and having a spiritual practice and embracing your dharmic side really helps you overcome these daily challenges at work. And finally, I don't ever need an icebreaker when I walk into a room of new people. So to conclude, I would like to leave you with this thought. What does bringing your whole self to work mean to you? Do reflect on this, and it would be lovely to hear your thoughts and comments on this video. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video.